Yo, peep game, man. I want to give my thoughts on why a lot of the media have an issue or do not like Kevin Durant. And what kind of sparked this in my head was the back and forth that Shannon Sharp and KD had online on Twitter and all that. And Shannon Sharp ended up blocking him. And now you got like, there's other people that's trolling Shannon Sharp. So why'd you block KD? This and that. Whatever. Okay. But on why I think a lot of the media do not like Kevin Durant. And I think it's two reasons. One, it's pretty obvious. He joined a 73-9 winning team in the Warriors. You know, when he had them down, when he was on the Thunder, down 3-1, and they came back and beat them. You know, so I think that's a major thing. But also I do think that he's not like really friendly towards the media. You know what I'm saying? Like even though like the media, they feel like they've been like nice to him and this and that in the past, but I think Kevin Durant comes off as a guy that just wants to hoop. You know what I'm saying? He really don't want to answer the questions. I know it's in the contracts, this and that, and I do feel like a lot of anytime he has a contract year, there's all these speculations with him that he's had in the past, whether it's been with the Thunder or the Warriors. He's like, bro, I just want to play basketball, you know. So that's kind of how he comes off to me. If I had to like put like a label on who I think he would be like, he's an NBA hooper with like the Rucker Park kind of mentality. You know what I'm saying? He just comes out, wants to play the game, and then keep it moving, go to the locker room or go home. Like that's kind of how he comes off to me personally. This is not me trying to defend Kevin Durant or go against Kevin Durant and things of that nature. I'm just kind of assessing what I think has happened in the media. And to also add to this is like I think the media has drives a lot of these narratives when it comes to the NBA, whether it's ESPN, Fox Sports, the debate shows, um, new sports writers and newspapers, whatever. You know, I think they try to because Kevin Durant is so great and he is the second, in my opinion, he's the second greatest player in the world currently. Like I got LeBron over him, but I think because they're relatively close, it's like they want KD to be like LeBron as far as having the charisma and things of that nature. Like KD kind of comes off like, oh, I'm here. All I want to talk about is ball. I don't care about all the other shit, you know. Now, if I want to speak up on something about like what's going on in the country, I'll do that on my own. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like I think how he comes off, and I don't think the media likes that. You know what I'm saying? I think the media, some people in the media look at him and say, "You're so close to being like on LeBron's level, and you're this close." And there's some people that think he's the best player in the world too. Um, and they're like, "How come you can't be have the charisma LeBron has? How come you can't answer questions like LeBron does? How come you can't carry the league?" And I think a lot of that does spill over in some of their opinions or some people's opinions on them. So, and I think I just shake my head when I see it or hear it because to me it's like be objective. You know, you're mad at like you had the media mad that KD joined the Warriors. Like I was a person that was mad not because he left the Thunder, it's because he went to the team that beat him. You know, that bothered me. You know, I was a kid in the 90s when I was watching NBA, and it was like uber competitive. You know what I'm saying? And hell, there's like a quote that Reggie Miller said that if Jordan called him during that time, say, hey, join up with me, he would have told him to fuck off. So that's like the kind of energy they had in the 80s and 90s, you know, even through the 2000s. So I think it's that. It's like you had these people that said, "Oh, you joined the team that beat you, this and that." He ends up being the best player on that team. Then they turn around and say, "Well, LeBron would have beaten the Warriors back to back." You know what I'm saying? Then to say, well, and then turn around and say, well, the Warriors didn't need Kevin Durant. It's just like, okay, you can't have it both ways. Like, come on, man, you can't have it both ways. And I think that's one thing that does like bother me. Like I said, I'm not defending Kevin Durant because there's some things he's done. He does too much, in my opinion, on social media, but that's his life. You know what I'm saying? He can do what the fuck he wants to do. But that's just like my personal opinion, just like, you know what I'm saying, my assessment on how the media treats Kevin Durant, especially after he joined the Warriors. And then there's like, oh, see, he can't win, and people saying he can't win without a super team because now the Nets made the moves they made and they got James Harden and Kyrie and all that. But to sum it up, man, as far as I think, I do think a lot of the sports media, are full of some shit. Some of them are full of some shit. Like, I'm fine with you having an opinion, but how people want to like tear down other people's legacies and this and that, and also, if they that some of them want to be fanboys of certain players. So I mean, don't get it twisted. There's players I am a fan of, but at the same time, someone asked me personally, "Oh, what do you think X player's weakness is?" I'll say it. But it is what it is. But the sad thing is, all of us are gonna keep watching this shit or keep reading this shit. Anyways, deuces.